welcome to Dialogue, Carlos. Thank you for the interview. And I know that you are the CEO of the bank BNU. BNU is one of the two banks, the only two banks, along with the Bank of China, that issue the local currency in Macau, Pataka. I think that fact speaks a lot about the importance of your bank and also its presence in Macau. Tell us more in that.
Thank you so much for the question. So we are here in Macau for 122 years. We belong to a state-owned bank, CGD in Portugal. So we are a Portuguese bank. This CGD group has banks in many Portuguese-speaking countries. And Macau has BNU. We didn't change the name to CGD because we issue the banknotes with Bank of China. We are proud to do that. It's a big responsibility. We work together with monetary authority, with local authorities, doing this job that is very important for us. We are supporting local economy for 122 years, and we feel very proud on doing so.
You first visit to Macau was in 1993, before actually the handover, in 1999. You saw a nice city and people friendly, but there's a lack of modern infrastructure. That's your experience at that time. And then 6 years ago, you moved to Macau and start working and living here. Do you see the changes?
It's amazing because I came here not only to Macau on vacations, but I came to Beijing, Xi'an, Shanghai, Hong Kong, and Macau. And it's amazing how things change. I would say it's a kind of miracle happened here. But it's a miracle that it's based on hard work. Good planning, good organization, better execution. So I think China did an amazing job and Macau did an amazing job too. So a lot of infrastructures, very nice city, very nice places to visit. And it's amazing how you could maintain the heritage. Macau is a small city, but in the end you have maybe 4 Macaus inside it. So you have the cultural and heritage places. You have also the integrated resorted places on the Cotai. And it's amazing during the night to see the amazing place that you have there with some incredible buildings. And you have also the green side of Macau that is in Coloane. So with amazing trails and places to walk around. And you have also the old part of Macau that is also very charming to walk around, to go to the market. And everything is completely safe. You never need to look back. You walk around at midnight. It's completely safe. So it's really, I would say, I in my previous work, I had to travel a lot around the world. And Macau, for me, is one of the places that I would choose for living.
Some say the two systems basically allows Macau to continue to practice its capitalist system. It's very open, very free market, trading port, and also it's a work lifestyle. So that gives it enough room, adequate potential to continue to develop itself.
Yeah, correct. That's it exactly, the definition. Mm-hmm. So you have one country, but you have two different systems to develop.
Yeah. Right. And you often say, everybody know that Macau is small, and you said that, Macau may be small, but the potential of the Great Bay Area is huge. You were quoted. So I never talk about this 700,000 residents in Macau. I talk about 80 million people in the Great Bay Area.
Yeah, that's true. When I talk with friends, when I talk with investors, when I talk with companies that look to this area, I never talk about Macau just with 600,000 people. Mm-hmm. I talk with Macau integrated in the small, it's also a small area of 50,000 square kilometers. So it's a very small dot in China, but it has 1.6 trillion US dollars GDP. So it's 12% of GDP of China. Mm-hmm. It accounts for 40% of GDP of Germany or 70% of GDP of Italy. And it's a fast-growing region. So because you have Shenzhen, you have Guangzhou, you have Hong Kong, you have Macau, and other 7 cities. So it's a fast-growing region with a lot of opportunities, with 80 million inhabitants. So when I talk about Macau, I never talk about 600,000 people. I talk about 80 million.
Mm-hmm. So there are a lot of opportunities.
For sure. Yeah.
I mean, for investment, for cooperation, maybe for future development of BNU.
Yeah, we are looking very closely to what's going on in Hangxin. We have already there a branch, 6 or 7 years already there. And we are thinking that we have to be there with a stronger position. Hangxin, if you travel and you go there and you see, it's amazing. It's the infrastructures that were built there are incredible, first-class infrastructures. So for sure, Hangxin is going to be a kind of Shenzhen in the future. You know, Shenzhen 30 years ago it was a small village.
Fishing village.
Yeah, 300,000 people, and now Shenzhen has 12 million people. And it's an amazing green city. If you travel there, electric cars, green parks, amazing architecture.
So it's also the center for innovation, high tech.
Yeah. So Hangxin is going to be something very important. It's going to be bigger than Macau. So BNU, if you want to stay here and grow, we need to grow together with Hangxin. And that's the path that we are going for sure to follow.
Right. You are basically talking about, of course, we are talking about the future of this region, the future of Macau. We know that the SAR government has been talking about diversifying its economy a bit, with a bit of reduction on the reliance on the gaming industry and to other areas like high-tech sector, health sector, I think tourism is central.
Finance.
Yeah, finance, very important. How do you look at such an effort?
So central government and local government put in place a strategy that we call it 1+4. So, and one is the traditional growth engine that put Macau on the path that we are now. But we need to diversify the economy because we cannot stay based only in one very important activity because it can be hard for us. During COVID, it showed us that it was not the right way of growing the economy based only in one very important sector. Of course, we have a financial sector that maybe accounts for 10% of the GDP of Macau. We have real estate, but we still have the integrated resort business accounting maybe for 40 or 50% of the economy. So central government and local government put in place this strategy of growing on more 4 very important sectors. It includes, as you said before, finance, IT, pharmaceutical, and the MICE business. And because Macau is small as a region, so using Hangxin for doing this. And things are happening. So to develop tourism in Macau, it took 10, 15, 20 years. So we cannot develop these other 4 sectors in one day.
No.
It takes time. But the path is there. So everybody knows that this is how we should develop the economy. And I see many companies already establishing their headquarters in Hangxin. Recently, I saw a very important multinational going there, Airbus, I can say it, the helicopters divisions. And I think after Airbus, maybe some suppliers will come, some competitors will come also to Hangxin. And I think it's going to be the right place for foreign investors that want to come to establish their headquarters. Hangxin, Macau, it's going to be a good place to be if they want to reach this Great Bay Area market of 80 million people. And then a kind of pilot. And if it works, and I suppose it's going to be work well, they can look to other regions of China because China is so big and has 1.4 billion inhabitants. So it can be the right place to start and then to develop the business in the future.
It's like a Macau, Hengqin together is like a gateway into Great Bay Area, into the even larger China market.
Yeah.
And earlier you talked about Macau being a platform, a bridge between China and Portuguese-speaking countries. So in the banking sector, for example, either a way like the banking sector here in Macau can play a role in bridging the differences, in bridging, obviously the language, the culture. Like your bank, you have the expertise of doing business in those Portuguese-speaking countries and also in Macau, in China. So how do you look at this role, being played by Macau, by, for example, your bank, the banking industry here?
We are very happy with this strategy because BNU, as I said before, belongs to the CGD. CGD is Caixa Geral de Depósitos, a state-owned bank that has operations on most part of the Portuguese-speaking countries. 5 of them, CGD group has the most important operation. So BNU, belonging to this group, can be helpful for going further on this strategy regarding Macau as a platform for doing business between China and the Portuguese-speaking countries. We know that looking to the business that we have already, Brazil accounts maybe for 80 or 85%, Angola 10%, and the other countries are the remaining percentage. I think the most important commercial partner of Brazil is China. They have already the channels, open channels through Beijing. Mm-hmm. But Brazil is really big. I think the area of Brazil is similar to China.
The size, yeah.
So you have many states in Brazil that don't have this close relation with Beijing. So for sure, for other kind of business, other companies, they can look to Macau because we speak Portuguese like them, mm-hmm. and we speak English, and we speak Cantonese, we speak Mandarin.
Right.
So it can be an easier way for other companies from Brazil, from different states, to come and to start to do business with China. Angola, for sure. Angola, mostly the business with China is oil, but when they start a different kind of development, they can use Macau as a platform. We are doing already some business, trading business, using Macau as a platform with Angolan country. Mm-hmm. And of course, Portugal. I think the Portuguese companies, we have very good companies on different sectors like tomato, different areas of agriculture, coffee. We have molds, we have pulp. We have different sectors where the Portuguese companies are used of international competition. So they should look to the Great Bay Area market as a way of starting business here on the region. So, and Macau, Hengqin are the right place to starting to do this.
Yeah. Thank you, Carlos. Thank you for speaking to us. With that, we concluded today's show. Many thanks to our guests. You can also watch us on the CGTN app on YouTube. I'm Xu Qinduo. Thanks for being with us. See you next time.